We will be acting out Scene 7 of A Streetcar Named Desire.
The events in this scene reveal Blanche's scandalous past and the events that together caused her to wash up on her unsuspecting sister's doorstep. Have you ever wanted to know someone's dirty little secret?
Have you ever wanted to see Clifford Dellimano's head explode from anger?
What's stuff for?
Honey, it's Blanche's birthday.
She here?
In the bathroom.
Washing out some things.
I reckon so.
How long she been in there?
All afternoon.
Soaking in a hot tub?
Yes.
Temperature 100 on the nose when she soaks herself in a hot tub.
She says it cools her off for the evening.
And you run out and get her cups, I suppose, and serve her down in her majesty in the tub? Sit down here a minute.
Stanley, I've got things to do.
Sit down. I got this dope on your big sister's telling.
Stanley, stop picking on Blanche.
That girl calls me common.
Lately, you've been doing all you can think of to rub her the wrong way, Stanley. And Blanche is sensitive. You've got to realize that Blanche and I grew up under very different circumstances than you did.
So I've been told, and told, and told, and told. You know what she's been feeding us a pack of lies here?
No, I don't.
Well, she has, however, but now the cat's out of the bag. I found out some things.
What things?
Things I already suspected. But now I got proof from the most reliable sources, which I have checked on.
Lower your voice.
Some canary bird, huh?
No, please, tell me quietly what you think you have found out about my sister.
Lie number one. All this squeamishness she puts on. You should just know the line she's been feeding to Mitch. He thought she had never been more than kissed by a fellow, but Sister Blanche is no lily. Some lily she is.
What have you heard, and from whom?
Our supply man down at the plant has been going through Laurel for years, and he knows all about her, and everybody else in the town of Laurel knows all about her. She is as famous in Laurel as if she was the President of the United States, only she is not respected by any party. The supply man stops at a hotel called the Flamingo.
It's only a paper moon sailing over a cardboard sea, but it wouldn't be make-believe if you believed in me.
What about the Flamingo?
She stayed there too.
My sister lived at Belle Reve.
This is after the home place had slipped through her lily white fingers. She moved to the Flamingo, a second-class hotel which has the advantage of not interfering with the private social life of the personalities there. The Flamingo is used to all kinds of goings-on, but even the management of the Flamingo was impressed by Dame Blanche. In fact, they were so impressed by Dame Blanche that they requested her to turn in a roomkeeper permanently. This happened a couple weeks before she showed here.
It's a Barnum and Bailey world, just as funny as it can be, but it wouldn't be make-believe if you didn't believe in me.
What contemptible lies!
Sure, I can see how you would be upset by this. She pulled the wool over your eyes just as much as Mitch's.
Without your love, it's a honky-tonk parade. Without your love, it's a melody played in the penny arcade.
Honey, I told you I thoroughly checked on these stories. Now wait till I finish. The trouble with Dame Blanche was that she couldn't put on her act anymore in Laurel. They got wised up after 2 or 3 dates with her, and then they quit. And then she goes on to another, the same old line, the same old act, the same old hooey. But the town was too small for this to go on forever. And as time went by, she became a town character, regarded as not just different, but downright loco. Nuts. And as for the last year or two, she's been washed up like poison. That's why she's here this summer, visiting royalty, putting on all this act, because she's practically told by the mayor to get out of town. Yes, did she know that there was an army camp near Laurel, and your sister's was one of the places called Out of Bounds?
It's only a paper moon, just as funny as can be. It wouldn't be make-believe if you believed in me.
Well, so much for her being such a refined and particular type of girl, which brings us to lie number 2.
I don't want to hear anymore.
She's not going back to teach school. In fact, I am willing to bet you that she never had no idea of returning to Laurel. She didn't resign temporarily from the high school because of her nerves. No, sirree, Bob, she didn't. They kicked her out of that high school before the spring semester was over. And I hate to tell you the reason that step was taken. A 17-year-old boy she'd gotten mixed up with.
It's a Barnum and Bailey world, such as funny as can be.
This is making me sick.
The boy's dad learned about it and he got in touch with the high school superintendent. Boy, oh boy, I'd like to have been in that office when Dame Blanche was caught on the carpet. I'd like to have seen her trying to squirm out of that one. But they had her on the book, good and proper that time, and she knew that the jig was all up. They told her she better move on to some fresh territory. Yep, it was practically a town ordinance passed against her.
Stella,
Yes, Blanche.
give me another bath towel to dry my hair with. I just washed it.
Yes, Blanche.
What's the matter, honey?
Matter? Why?
You have a strange expression on your face.
Oh, I guess I'm just tired.
Why don't you bathe too, as soon as I get out?
How soon is that going to be?
Not so terribly long. Possess your soul and face.
It's not my soul, it's my kidneys I'm worried about. Well, what do you think of it?
I don't believe all of these stories. I think your supply man was mean and rotten to tell them. It's possible that some of the things he said are pretty true. There are things about my sister I don't approve of. Things that cause sorrow at my house. She was awful, always flighty.
Flighty?
But when she was young, very young, she married a boy who wrote poetry. He was extremely good looking. I think Blanche didn't just love him, but worshipped the ground he walked on, adored him, and thought him almost too fine to be human. And then she found out.
What?
This beautiful and talented young man was a degenerate. Didn't your supply man give you that information?
All we discussed was recent history. That must have been a pretty long time ago.
Yes, it was a pretty long time ago.
How many candles you putting in that cake?
I'll stop at 25.
Is company expected?
We asked Mitch to come over for cake and ice cream.
I wouldn't be expecting much over tonight. This is a buddy of mine. We were in the same outfit together, two 41st engineers. We work in the same plant and now on the same bowling team. You think I could face him if...
Stanley Kowalski, did you repeat what
You're
that...
goddamn right, I told him I'd have that on my conscience the rest of my life if I knew all that stuff and let my best friend get caught.
Is Mitch through with her?
Wouldn't you be if...
I said, is Mitch through with her?
No, I don't think he's necessarily through with her, just wised up.
Stanley, she thought Mitch was going to marry her. I was hoping so too.
Well, he's not going to marry her. Maybe he was, but he's not going to jump in a tank with a school full of sharks now. Blanche! Oh, Blanche! Can I please get in my bathroom?
Yes, indeed, sir. Can you wait 1 sec while I dry?
Having waited 1 hour, I guess 1 second ought to pass by in a hurry.
And she hasn't got her job? Well, what will she do?
She's not staying here after Tuesday, you know that, don't you? Just to make sure I bought her a ticket myself. A bus ticket.
In the first place, Blanche wouldn't go on the bus.
She'll go on a bus and she'll like it.
No, she won't. No, she won't, Stanley.
She'll go. Period. P.S. She'll go Tuesday.
What on earth will she do?
Her future is mapped out for her.
What do you mean?
Hey, canary bird. Toots. Get out of the bathroom.
Oh, I feel so good after a long hot bath. I feel so good and cool and refreshed.
Do you, Blanche?
Yes, I do. So refreshed. A hot bath, a cold, long, cold drink always gives me a brand new outlook on life. Something has happened. What is it?
Why, nothing.
You're lying. Something has.